What is up, everybody? How are you guys doing today? Welcome back to the channel. Outside of the YouTube world, I've been away, at least as far as sitting down and recording videos, for almost 2 weeks now. Yeah, to you guys it may not seem like I've been gone that long, because the last video I put out was preparing for Halloween Horror Nights intro video, and today we are doing episode 1 of that series. Now, I wasn't gone that long because I was doing videos and vlogs on Instagram TV. And let me tell you, it didn't quite work out that well. Nah. But anyway, on today's episode, we are going to be talking about everything that I use to make my Halloween Horror Night videos. There's the music videos, as far as filming in the zones, all that type stuff, all of the tech, the gear, the storage, everything that I use to create all of the magic that you guys enjoy. And with Amazon Prime Day coming up, I figured this was the great topic to tackle first. If you guys have any questions and you want to reach me, you can reach me over on Twitter and Instagram TV over at ZombieCT, or Instagram, I mean, as well, ZombieCT. So leave me a message if you have a question or anything you want to see me tackle. If you want to, leave it down in the comment section on this video, and I will either get back in real time or I will make a future video on that topic or question. So without further ado, let's get to episode 1 of preparing for Halloween Horror Nights. So everything that I do involves these 3 categories basically. It is storage, accessories, and my gear. Now, under the storage, I use a Western Digital My Passport drive, external drive basically. It goes with me everywhere that I go. If I'm going out of town 1 day, 2 days, this drive is always coming with me because I need to back up all of the footage that I take. Just a little side tip, before Halloween Horror Nights gets here, especially if you are serious about doing video at the event or photography, just kind of start making preparation early. You can start doing your training, you can start learning how to use your gear, and also making files and folders organized, and that's how I do it. Keeps everything nice and organized when I'm trying to do a video or look for a picture and I'm looking all over the map. Instead of just looking at a long list, I can just go to, you know, HHN 28, Killer Clowns, Scare Zone, pictures, and find the picture that I want. Also, I have a 32 gigabyte and a 16 gigabyte, and I use those primarily for video, but they can also be used for photography as well. And for my Sony compact camera, I have a 64 gig memory card. Do know that you can use these SD cards as external storage as well. You just don't have to always use it in the camera. If you want to pop it into the computer and save files to it, I do it all the time. Up next, we are going to be talking about accessories. Now, accessories range from widespread. Basically, what I use is a cell phone grip that you can hook onto a GorillaPod or a tripod, and you can rotate it either way you want to use the phone if you do landscape or vertical video. It just kind of keeps your hands off, you know, holding it, even though you can pretty, you know, hold a cell phone steady. This just kind of makes it easier for you to get like those really cool sweeping shots and stuff. You can find them on Amazon for really cheap, like less than $10, and they work really well. Just shop around on Amazon and pick one up for like $10 and you're solid. I use a non-Joby GorillaPod. I picked this up at like Target for, I think it was like 16 bucks. It's not the best GorillaPod, but I've used it for at least over maybe a year plus. It's solid enough. If you want to shop around, you can find different ones, or there's a Manfrotto little tripod that you can use. Just be kind of wary of the tripod use of what you bring into the event. The rules on tripods at Universal are kind of wishy-washy. It flips often, so just be wary and just bring like a GorillaPod. Don't bring a selfie stick. Bring something like this. Also, another thing I recommend that a lot of people don't tend to think about is a microfiber cloth. It works great. You can wipe all your screens, especially your lenses, if they get any kind of specks or dust. You don't want to use your shirt because your shirt is a different material. Onto my gear. Of what I use is the Canon T3i Rebel. Very old model, but it gets the job done. Or if you're looking for something smaller, I would definitely recommend the Sony RX 100 Mark V edition, not the Mark 6 because you don't need really that one, but the Mark V should be cheaper now. I think it's like under $900. I'd recommend that, or the Canon G7X, which pretty much every vlogger out there owns already. If you're looking for a lens for your DSLR camera and you want something on the low end, because at Halloween Horror Nights it is really dark, and that is how I was able to shoot a lot of stuff last year. Without this lens, I wouldn't have been able to shoot anything. But yeah, it is the nifty 50 basically. It's not the Canon version, but it does really solid job. In comparison, it's a 1.8. It's a little bit better in low light and sharper, but really I haven't really noticed. If you're looking for a nifty 50 on a budget, I highly recommend this one. You can pick it up for like 50 bucks, where the Canon version is like 125 bucks. So if you're looking to save, you know, shop around, look, but you want to look for something with a lower aperture. So anything 1.4, 1.8, or a 2.0 will do you pretty solid. Now this is a prime lens, meaning it is fixed. I cannot zoom in and out like this. I can't do that with it. So you have to think of how your shots are gonna go ahead of time. And for all the daytime shots or anything vlogging wise, I use my Sony compact camera. It does pretty good. It's not the best as far as the quality. I would rather use my Canon DSLR, you know, over that any day. But it does what I need as far as a pocket camera, or if I'm just kind of coming to the event during the daytime wise, you know, before it gets darker and you want to take any kind of photos or videos. Does pretty solid on that end. Anyway guys, that has been it for episode 1 on preparing for Halloween Horror Nights. Hopefully it was entertaining, hopefully it was good, hopefully it was information driven. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section, as well as what gear do you use. Leave it down in the comment section. As well, you can follow me over on Twitter and Instagram over at ZombieCT. Adios, good night, peace out.